And joining us in studio here on this Sunday is this guy, Travis Kennedy. How about that? We got the hardcover of the book right here.
Feels good, doesn't it?
How surreal is it to see your work on store shelves, not just in Maine, but this is across the country right now?
I'm still getting used to it, yeah. I have friends and family all over the world who have texted pictures from their bookstores in the Pacific Northwest and down in Texas and everywhere, and it's still sinking in. It's still a little bizarre to see it out there like that.
There's a great anecdote that you just shared with me. So you have two children, and your daughter is helping you with some of the book tour here. What's the term that you...
She's my roadie.
She's your roadie.
It's a book about music. So she goes with me to bookstores. She keeps a little record of everywhere that we go. She asks for something from the store that's unique that she can take with her. She gets contact information. She's really making sure the tour goes off without a hitch.
So Paramount is now making this into a movie.
I hope so.
How does that come to be before this even hits store shelves?
Yeah, my agent took this book to a book fair in Frankfurt, Germany, a couple of years ago now. And so publishing goes there, but film and TV production go there too. And at the first night of the fair, the word kind of got out that there was this fun, unique book there, and she got a lot of interest from both film and from publishing, and we had an auction for both projects at the same time. And so the deal with Paramount was locked in at the same time that the deal with Doubleday to publish was.
And you'll be an executive producer, assuming that this gets a release, right?
Yeah. So far, Paramount has been great. They've involved me in a lot of the big decision making, including the production company who they brought on, Gold Day, and we vetted a lot of screenwriters, and we found one who I'm really excited about. So it's been a blast to participate in the film side too.
And so writing's been a long passion for you, but this is your first novel. You have a day job. You've worked in politics for many years. We got a couple of kids. How do you find the time to put pen to paper or fingers to phone to write this thing?
A lot of this was fingers to phone. It's literally the advice that I give people who are trying, who want to write and either haven't finished that novel yet or have, but haven't gone out and tried to find representation is there's no perfect time. You write when you have 20 minutes or you write when you have 5 minutes. I wrote large sections of this book sitting in my daughter's room while she was trying to fall asleep because she was scared of the sound in the closet. So I just sat there with my phone writing, and now I actually don't have a day job anymore. This is my full-time gig, so it's weirdly luxurious to sit in an office in my house that's quiet for 2 hours.
That's really exciting. That's there's certainly a new chapter for this to be your new profession. That's got to be an adjustment.
It is, yeah, and so I finished at Cumberland County about 3 days before the book launched. So I went straight into events like this and visiting bookstores and libraries. I've traveled around the country a little bit. So I haven't really had the time to just realize that I wake up in the morning and my time is my own, and I'm responsible for my own business now, which is writing things.
Your main character here is Ricky Thunder. He's a drummer. I was very surprised to learn you're not a musician yourself.
I'm not,
because it seems like there was a lot of research here, and you had me fooled because it sounds like you could be a musician.
Oh, good. Yeah, that's my dark secret, that I'm not a musician. I started researching musicians in this era about 20 years ago, and there was just something fascinating to me about them that I really pieced together over reading a bunch of autobiographies and watching some films about the era, that they were these big, wild characters on stage, but they were like broken little boys more often than not. When the lights went off, they were misfits. They were from broken homes, and that was just this fascinating thing to me, that they were like superheroes. They had these personas they put on, and so when I heard this podcast, Wind of Change, that Patrick Radden Keefe produced about 5 years ago, there it was, right? Oh my God, they'd be great spies. Nobody would ever suspect them, and so all of that music research into just these character studies of these people was just there waiting for me when the story appeared.
So we meet your main character as he's an orphan, and at that time he knows nothing about music, doesn't know any of the bands. He's heard about it. Someone in his life gives him an old record player that may have belonged to one of his kids. Did that person exist for you in your life that got you hooked on this type of music?
Not really. I mean, my passion would have always been writing before music anyway. And when my family moved to Maine when I was 6 from New Hampshire, the first thing my dad did was he took me to the Portland Library and got me a library card, and he said, "Now you're home." So that's my record player. But for me, that part of the story is the demonstration is that a veritable stranger just committed a random act of kindness for a kid who he saw was struggling, and he didn't put any thought into what he might have been launching, this career, and this, what happens in the book, without spoiling too much, it ends the Cold War. So that's the part that I hope people take away from the gift of the record player. It was just a person who saw an opportunity to help a kid who needed it.
It's a warm gesture. It starts the book off on a really sweet note, I think. Stephen King has likened taking his written work before and then when it's been adapted into film and TV, like dropping your kid off at college. Yeah. Sometimes they do great, sometimes maybe not so much. Do you think about that? Do you worry about that? Or are you feeling good about the whole process?
I mean, there's a letting go that you have to accept up front, that the movie is going to have to be different from the book. I mean, there's enough story in here that it would have to be a 6-hour movie anyway. So you already go into it knowing they're going to have to tell it differently. They're going to have to create it for the actors who are playing the characters on the screen, and there's a pace and there are beats that they have to hit. So I think understanding up front that we're taking this project and figuring out how to tell it in a different way with a community of experts, I think going into it with that frame of mind is what makes it a lot easier to say, we're not making the book again. We get this chance to do it differently, and I get to collaborate with people who have been doing this for decades and who know what they're really doing. So I'm trying to go into it saying, this is the best college experience my baby could ever have.
That's a good way of putting it. So what's next for you? You got another book that you're working on too, right?
Yeah, so I have another book that I'm working on. I'm working on adapting this one for the screen as a producer. I have another project being developed for a series. That's literally all I can say right now, but that's in the works too.